I'm not gonna be on the gang for years. I just killed my baby mama, bro. The police looking for me right now.
And a pregnant teenager from Arizona is shot and killed while she's on vacation in California. Her baby survived, but is in critical condition.
A vacation rental in San Diego. 1:30 in the morning, a 17-year-old girl, 8 months pregnant, steps outside because someone she loved once told her he had flowers for her. She never makes it back through that door. Within seconds, gunfire rips through the quiet of a family getaway. A mother-to-be is left bleeding on the pavement. Her unborn daughter is fighting for a life that hasn't even started yet. And the man who pulled the trigger, he drove nearly 6 hours from another state to make sure she never got the chance to leave him. This is the story of Jariah Edwards.
He planned and plotted this murder, driving from Arizona all the way down to San Diego.
Welcome back to Caught in the Web. If you're new here, hit subscribe, because these are the stories nobody else is telling the way we tell them.
And a pregnant teenager from Arizona is shot and killed while she's on vacation in California. Her baby survived, but is in critical condition. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is in studio with the very latest on this case. Gabby?
Well, Troy, the family tells me tonight that the newborn baby girl is still fighting for her life after being delivered in an emergency C-section. The baby's mother was 8 months pregnant when she was shot and killed. The mother has been identified by family as 17-year-old Jariah Edwards. She was on vacation with her family in California when they say her ex-boyfriend allegedly showed up at the rental home unexpected. San Diego police say they found Jariah with a gunshot wound to the head around 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. She was rushed to the hospital where her baby girl was delivered again in an emergency C-section. That baby still in critical condition, and Jariah unfortunately did not survive her injuries. Her ex-boyfriend, who police later identified as 21-year-old Trevon Williams, had allegedly run off after the shooting and hid in a nearby neighborhood. That's where police say they found him with a semi-automatic handgun and arrested him. Jariah's family tells me she was bright and loving. Her life was only just beginning.
This is a tragic story. We've learned the 17-year-old victim is Jariah Edwards. She was in San Diego visiting from Arizona when her ex-boyfriend allegedly unexpectedly showed up to this rental home they were staying in and shot her in the head.
It's tragic.
This afternoon, there were no signs of the tragedy that took place outside this Bay Park home on Gardena Avenue early Saturday.
The aftermath.
Neighbor Dan Scalco slept through the commotion, later learning about what happened from the homeowners.
We had gotten a call from the owners of the house there in Florida, and they said, Dan, this is what's going on. You have to go down because I'm taking care of the property for them.
According to San Diego police, it was just after 1 a.m. when officers responded to a shooting. When they arrived, they found 17-year-old Jariah Edwards suffering from a gunshot wound to the head.
She is genuinely like one of the sweetest people.
Jariah's aunt told our sister station in Phoenix her family is devastated by what they're calling a senseless act of violence. Jariah was in town from Arizona for a family vacation. She was 8 months pregnant and excited about becoming a mom.
Just recently started kind of growing into herself and becoming, who she was supposed to be.
Jariah was rushed to the hospital where she died. Doctors performed an emergency C-section. Her baby, a little girl, is fighting for her life. According to an online fundraising page, Jariah's family is facing unimaginable grief and are doing everything they can to care for the newborn.
Her legacy is that her daughter is going to be everything that she wanted to be and so much more. And she should be proud of that.
As for the suspect, he's been identified as 21-year-old Trevon Williams. After the shooting, he ran to Tecolote Canyon nearby where he was arrested. Jail records show he is being held without bail on several charges, including murder and attempted murder. Scalco says the entire neighborhood is shaken, with some families still grappling with how to explain this type of tragedy to their kids.
They are trying to figure out how they can best talk to them and make it to a point that they hopefully can understand.
Williams is expected to make his first court appearance on Wednesday.
Jariah Edwards was 17 years old, and everyone who knew her says the same thing. She was sharp, warm, and funny in that dry, sarcastic way that made her friends laugh even on bad days. She was from the Phoenix area, and by all accounts, she had plans, big ones. She wanted to be a mother who showed up, a mother who did it right. At some point, Jariah started a relationship with a man named Trevon Williams, 21 years old. The age gap alone should raise eyebrows. A grown man dating a high school-age girl. But what came next was far worse than an uncomfortable age difference. According to court records, the relationship turned violent. An Arizona search warrant affidavit from September 2024 lays it out in disturbing detail. Jariah, then still a minor, went to a hospital with stab wounds, cuts, and bruising, and identified Williams as the person responsible. The affidavit alleges Williams told her that if he had to kick down her door, she wasn't going to make it home. Investigators say he did exactly that. Put a knife through a bedroom door, forced his way inside, and beat her with a dog collar. An order of protection was already active when this happened.
According to an Arizona search warrant affidavit from September of 2024, a 17-year-old victim identified Williams as her boyfriend after going to a hospital with stab wounds, cuts, and bruises. The victim reported Williams threatened her, telling her, quote, "If I have to kick down the door, you're not going to make it home," end quote. The affidavit goes on to allege Williams stabbed a bedroom door with a kitchen knife, forced his way inside, and beat her with a dog collar. Court records show all of this happened while an order of protection was already in place. Jariah's friends also described troubling behavior in Jariah's relationship with Williams.
Somewhere in the middle of this relationship, Jariah became pregnant. And according to people close to her, that pregnancy became the turning point. She decided she wanted out. She wanted to raise her daughter without him. Williams did not accept that answer. On May 30th, Jariah left Phoenix with friends and family for a getaway to San Diego. 32 weeks pregnant, glowing according to people who saw her that week, and looking forward to a break before the baby arrived. The group booked a short-term vacation rental. It was supposed to be a few days of peace before her life changed forever. But somehow Williams found out where she'd gone. Prosecutors say he booked a rideshare, not a quick trip across town, but a ride that took him from Phoenix all the way to San Diego, a drive of nearly 350 miles. That is not a spontaneous act of passion. That is a plan. Hours in a car, with time to think, and he kept going anyway. When he arrived at the rental property, he didn't storm the door. He used something gentler, something designed to lower her guard: flowers. Investigators say he ordered flowers and had them delivered as bait, luring Jariah outside in the early hours of the morning. She stepped out expecting a gesture. What she got was a confrontation about the breakup and then gunfire. Officers responding to the scene just after 1 a.m. found Jariah critically wounded outside the rental property. Paramedics worked to stabilize her before rushing her to the nearest hospital, where doctors were now fighting to save 2 lives at once: Jariah's and her unborn daughter's. Williams fled the scene on foot, triggering an immediate manhunt through the surrounding neighborhood. He was taken into custody a short time later. A semi-automatic handgun was recovered and is expected to be central to the case against him. At the hospital, doctors made the call to perform an emergent cesarean section, racing to save the baby before it was too late. Jariah Edwards did not survive her injuries. She was pronounced dead shortly after. Her daughter did survive the delivery. The newborn was immediately placed into neonatal intensive care, where she remained in critical condition, the last living piece of a mother who never got to hold her. Investigators later revealed something even more chilling. A recording reportedly captured Williams admitting to what he'd done, saying he had just killed the mother of his child and that police were looking for him. Williams was booked into San Diego County custody and charged with first-degree murder. Because California allows for capital charges under certain special circumstances.
And today, Trevon Williams stood before a judge for the first time, where he was formally charged for killing Jariah Edwards and critically injuring their newborn daughter. And we've learned investigators now have a recording where Williams admits to killing Jariah.
I'm not gonna be on the gang for years. I just killed my baby mama, bro. The police looking for me right now.
A chilling statement that only lasts seconds is now a key piece of evidence investigators reportedly have in their possession. That recording was made after prosecutors alleged Trevon Williams got a Lyft ride from Phoenix to San Diego, tracked down his pregnant ex-girlfriend, and shot her outside this vacation rental early Saturday morning.
Like, she wanted to leave so bad though, and that's the only reason why he did what he did, was because she wanted to leave him.
Jariah Edwards' friends say she was 8 months pregnant. That baby girl is now fighting for her life in the hospital after doctors performed an emergency C-section shortly before Jariah died.
She was just ready to finally meet her and see what she looks like. She was so excited.
This case has been treated as a potential capital murder case, meaning Williams could face the possibility of the death penalty if convicted. At his arraignment, cameras were permitted inside the courtroom, though a judge ruled his face could not be shown. Prosecutors laid out the timeline for the public: the rideshare from Arizona, the flowers used as a lure, the GPS data tying him to the scene. About a week later, Jariah Edwards' baby girl died from brain trauma she sustained during the shooting. A child who was never even supposed to enter the world under gunfire didn't get the chance to leave the hospital either. Friends later revealed something else. Jariah had been planning to file a restraining order against Williams before he killed her. Then once the baby died, the case changed again.
She wanted to leave so bad though, and that's the only reason why he did what he did, was because she wanted to leave him. She was just ready to finally meet her and see what she looks like. She was so excited. She had to be on the phone with him. She was very quiet and her energy every time
Williams was brought back before a judge for a second arraignment, and prosecutors added a second count of murder, this time for the death of his own daughter.
Now at 6, an Arizona man accused of traveling all the way to San Diego to shoot and kill his pregnant girlfriend is facing a new murder charge.
Tonight we have new details on this case. Our Jason Barry live with us and here in studio with the latest on this. Jace.
Yeah, Trevon Williams was already facing murder charges in the shooting death of Jariah Edwards. Today he was formally charged with her baby's death. This is the first time we're seeing Williams in court without his face blurred. Prosecutors say he was the father of the child named in court paperwork as Jariah E. The baby was delivered by emergency C-section at just 32 weeks and suffered a severe brain injury. The baby died at the hospital about a week after the shooting. Prosecutors say Williams took a Lyft ride share from Phoenix to San Diego and tracked down Edwards. He reportedly lured her outside her vacation rental by door dashing her flowers, then killed her. Legal analysts say he could face the death penalty.
To go to such extreme measures is outrageous, just outrageous. It's outrageous conduct. And that's why I think that he's going to be facing the full brunt of the law here. There's not going to be any sympathy, and I think there's going to be very, very few mitigants in this type of case that will persuade the district attorney not to pursue the death penalty.
Investigators have recordings where Williams admits to killing Edwards. Court documents show he has a history of violence. In 2017, a 17-year-old identified him as her boyfriend after going to a hospital with stab wounds, cuts and bruises. She told police he stabbed a bedroom door with a kitchen knife, forced his way inside, and beat her with a dog collar. It happened while a protection order was already in place. In court, prosecutors said Edwards was planning to file a restraining order against Williams before police say he shot and killed her. Williams is being held without bond.
What began as one shooting is now being prosecuted as 2 homicides. Jariah Edwards should be 20-something years from now, watching her daughter grow up. Instead, this family buried both of them. A mother who never got the chance to become the parent she was so excited to be, and a daughter who never got the chance to become anything at all. 2 lives taken by the same act of violence, 1 week apart. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, help is available 24/7 through the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or by texting START to 88788. You are not alone, and you deserve to be safe. Our thoughts remain with Jariah Edwards' family, who are now grieving not 1 loss, but 2. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.